that tested positive for COVID-19.
Half a day, my friends, and good evening. Thanks so much for streaming us or watching us. I'm Jason Salas. These are your top headlines. Well, your governor has officially submitted her letter requesting the president declare a major disaster for our island.
If approved, this would authorize the president to provide supplemental federal disaster assistance. I have requested the following FEMA disaster assistance program. Assistance to individuals and households, which can include the following programs. Individuals and household programs, crisis counseling program, disaster case management, disaster unemployment assistance, disaster legal services, disaster supplemental nutrition assistance program. I've also requested public assistance, category B, to include emergency protective measures and assistance for local governments and certain private nonprofit organizations for actions taken to prevent or reduce long-term risks to life and property from natural hazards.
Federal emergency funding will form the bulk of the financial assistance to local residents and businesses alike. The chief executive received reassurance that Guam is included in the $2 trillion emergency stimulus package expected to be signed soon by President Trump.
The governor rattled off a series of federal assistance programs that Guamanians will be eligible for to be administered by FEMA and the Labor Department.
I also received word that the U.S. Senate package includes $111 million in direct assistance to Guam. Our federal contacts say this is in addition to other programs already in the works.
Details of the various assistance programs will be released in the coming days. The governor says she also met today with representatives of the business community and acknowledged their many concerns. She's tapped Guam Economic Development Authority Deputy Ricky Hernandez with coordinating the information about the available economic recovery initiatives.
So if you visit our website at investguam.com/coronavirus, there are presentations and resources there for our business community to take a look at. And you'll find a breakdown of each of these initiatives that are available. And as information on federal guidance becomes available, we will continue to work with our business community to get that information out.
Of particular interest to local residents is the direct assistance payouts to individual taxpayers and their dependents. There are indications that the payments are to be made by the state governments to be reimbursed by the Treasury Department.
I don't have detailed information about it. I don't know if they're going to be giving the monies right away so we can pay it. And your question of do we have the cash flow, I need to work with our fiscal team to get that information and to do the analysis.
Although President Trump has said he would sign the federal coronavirus stimulus bill, it must still clear the House. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Nestor, thanks so much. Also on a rundown tonight, the number of COVID-19 positive cases for sailors aboard the USS Navy aircraft carrier, the USS Theodore Roosevelt, may have risen. On Wednesday, Joint Region Marianas confirmed there were 4, but according to an article on Business Insider, that number may have doubled.
Citing a Navy official, Business Insider reports a total of 8 sailors aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt have tested positive for the coronavirus. On Wednesday, Joint Region Marianas confirmed 4 were medevaced to Naval Hospital Guam. According to Business Insider, the sailors who tested positive have been quarantined and are being flown off the ship. KUAM asked Governor Lulian Guerrero if she had any additional information about whether she's received indication the carrier would pull into port and implications if that were to occur.
I have been in close communication with Admiral Minoni. He's been very transparent with me, and we have had discussions. I would like to defer the question to him because he is the official person that would give you that information much more appropriately.
Today, Joint Region Marianas referred all questions to the U.S. Pacific Fleet's Public Affairs Office. Captain John Gay said he was unable to provide information right now. During a recent Pentagon press conference, Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Michael Gilday said they are monitoring the situation.
We are not in a position right now to say that we have to pull that ship in or to take that ship off the front line. And so, again, this will be a day-by-day evaluation.
The USS Theodore Roosevelt is described as a floating city with around 5,500 Navy personnel aboard, 20 of whom are originally from Guam. The aircraft carrier is homeported in San Diego, California, and was recently on liberty on island on February 7th.
Speaking of our friends in uniform, about 20 airmen are right now on in-room quarantine at the Guam Reef Hotel. GHRA President Mary Rhodes confirms the airmen recently rotated in for mission-critical deployment to the island. An Air Force spokesperson tells KUAM News, quote, inbound members of the 506th Expeditionary Air Refueling Squad are being placed on restricted movement. In accordance with DoD and GovGuam guidelines, the squad will act accordingly to protect themselves and comply with the 14-day restricted movement. Rhodes said the 506 has been occupying the reef for several years as part of an agreement with the hotel, but a small group of airmen rotated into deployment and they're on in-room quarantine. But since they are mission critical, they're allowed to only go from the hotel to work. The airmen arrived on Guam at Anderson Air Force Base, with Rhodes again saying the quarantine group of airmen is staying in a different tower than other airmen. She says there is a specific quarantine floor for them. Well, today, Secretary of Defense Mark Esper enacted a 60-day stop movement order for all DoD uniformed and civilian personnel and their sponsored family members overseas. This is to aid in the prevention of the spread of COVID-19. Approximately 90,000 service members slated to deploy or redeploy over the next 2 months will likely be impacted by this stop movement order. Authorized exceptions include medical travel for DoD personnel and their families and scheduled deployments and redeployments of Navy ships. Additional exceptions may be granted on a case-by-case scenario. This order is not expected to impact the continued drawdown of U.S. forces from Afghanistan, scheduled to complete within 135 days following the signed agreement. Guam Memorial Hospital Administrator Lilian Posadas in other news says staffers that were considered to be high-risk exposures to a patient that came into the hospital more than a week ago with no signs of COVID-19 but later tested positive have been cleared for the virus. That patient came into the ER over a week ago for another medical issue and was placed on a private room on the 3rd floor. After a radiological procedure, it was determined the patient may have had a COVID infection, which later was confirmed through testing. This promoted the hospital conduct an investigation to determine who had the high-risk exposure. Posada says all 3 nurses were tested and returned negative. Well, discussions, speaking of Guam's only public hospital, continue on the possibility of moving GMH's patients from the maternity child health care area to COVID-free Guam Regional Medical City. GMH OB Chair Dr. Tom Shea was one of several physicians who toured the Dededo Hospital earlier this week.
And we took a look at it, and I think it's good. I think the system set up there with the maternity ward and the NICU, just to tell you, the neonatal ICU at GRMC, it's about, I would say, 10 times bigger than GMH and ICU. 10 times bigger than the NICU. So I think the facility is better, and I think we should take advantage of it. As GRMC has offered it to GMH, I think we should take the opportunity and yes, plan it out. Plan it out. It doesn't have to be right away, but if we're going to expect a surge in missing the capacity that GMH is, I think we got to plan that out early rather than later.
That was during our Containing COVID-19 interactive talk show, in which GMH Administrator Lilian Posadas reiterated no definitive decision has been made, but she does assure the community mechanisms are in place to minimize exposure.
We have a process that we have instituted about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when we started having the POI individuals come in. And so, therefore, we are again making sure that we minimize their exposure when they come in laboring and ready to deliver. We minimize. We moved the pediatric patients to an area that minimizes that they don't have any patients who are COVID or POI in that area. Nursery itself will be nursery. They are in an enclosed and a confined and secured area on the 2nd floor, away from the COVID care area that we have put in, opened up for these POI and COVID-based individuals. So yes, absolutely, we're making sure that they are protected, they are safeguarded, and the exposure is minimized.
GMH protocol calls for expectant mothers to go to the ER where they will be assessed for COVID-19 symptoms. If they are a person under investigation, the patient will be assessed in triage by nursing staff. If the mother doesn't meet the criteria, then she will be taken to the labor and delivery room. Well, it has been an issue that's been repeatedly raised on our Containing COVID radio show. What exactly is being done to help the island's homeless? During a daily press briefing, the governor briefly mentioned that options are being considered for a shelter.
Throughout this struggle, we have said that our UMCO are our most vulnerable population, but there are others as well. No one can exercise good hygiene, keep clean, or regularly wash their hands if they don't have a safe place to sleep. That is why Josh and I asked our team to develop short-term shelter for the homeless. No plans have been finalized, but we are actively looking at shelter options that are rapidly deployable and cost-effective.
In January, the annual homeless count was conducted, although no finalized numbers have been released. But according to last year's numbers, there were 700 unsheltered people on Guam. Well, also, he has been a part of the Governor's Physicians Advisory Group, and although Dr. Felix Cabrera provided an update on the government's efforts to contain COVID-19, he also made a special plea to the island community.
This is one thing the public can absolutely be very helpful for the people of Guam. And if you are a family member of a healthcare worker, if you are able to help them with their child care, and any way that can get them back on the front lines and help them come back to work, that is a tremendous help, and we really need the public's help in this manner. And again, still following the precautions we said. So this doesn't mean that now grandma starts watching the kids so that mom can go to work. But that's not the right solution. But if auntie can watch, that's not a high risk person, then that's something that we would really ask the public's help with, because it's not just the hospitals, it's all the other clinics. Everyone's feeling the same pinch right now and the same burn. And so that's one way the public can really help, is let's please all step up for our healthcare workers and help their families out so that they can get to work. In the same way as we would support our troops in the war and support their families, we ask the public to do the same for all the healthcare workers.
And you'll be able to watch Dr. Cabrera's full interview. That's at the bottom half of the hour. As for the current moment, we are going to take a quick break, but please stay tuned. Primetime continues after this.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
It's a celebration at Cars Plus Guam. During our Jeep celebration event, receive up to $2,000 off on the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the most capable off-road mid-size pickup truck. Customize your Gladiator the way you want it. Call 477-7807 or visit our website and get pre-approved online at carsplusguam.com today.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens, it's a beautiful day. We rely on the people we trust, it's a beautiful, who we can always count on, and the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, health care that's always there for you.
Howdy, I'm Bernie Valencia with Matson. Our local Matson team understands that these are very trying times for everyone. Matson's top priority, like yours, is to keep our families safe and healthy and ensure you have what you need. We'd like to give you peace of mind that Matson's service continues unscheduled and uninterrupted. Matson is committed to our weekly service from the United States West Coast to Honolulu into Guam and Saipan. We are working with the Port Authority of Guam and providing the capacity and services our customers need so they can continue to meet your needs. Matson will take all appropriate measures to ensure continuity of service into Guam and Saipan. When we work together to take care of our family and neighbors, we will emerge from this as a stronger island community.
This public service announcement was brought to you by the Port Authority of Guam, KUAM Communications, and Matson.
My family is on whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume.
Since we installed the Docomo whole home Wi-Fi, what did you guys notice about it?
When you pull up the driveway, it automatically connects, and I don't have to get out of my car right away and come upstairs to go on my phone.
My favorite thing is that it doesn't buffer when I'm watching YouTube.
My favorite thing is that when Addie calls now, there's no lag. Like before, it used to be where I couldn't see her sometimes and I have to hang up and then call her back, and now I don't have to do that.
You know what's a good thing too is that when you come over to visit, I could give you your own password. I can assign a time limit so that I can say that you can only be on it for 1 hour. So that means you won't get in trouble from your mom.
And then you can go home.
The thing that I love the most is that I can freeze the internet for periods of time so that we can enjoy dinner time like this. Right, rolling your eyes. So I'll turn it back on after dinner.
Whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume. Docomo Pacific, better together.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Hafa and welcome back, everybody. The Guam Department of Education's Grab and Go program has reached 12,000 school lunch meals daily. On Monday, the agency kicked off the lunch service initiative at around 11 sites around the island. GDOE projected off of their 15,000 school lunch meals they serve typically on a normal school day. And in an interview this week with Superintendent John Fernandez, he said the department has nearly a month-and-a-half supply of meals on hand. School is expected to be closed until April the 13th. Well, an online petition seeking a freeze on a variety of payments is circulating, with the petition organized by a, quote, group of Guam workers completely without income or who have lost most of their household income due to COVID-19, seeks to ask the governor, the legislature, and GURA to freeze rent, mortgage, utility bills, vehicle loans, and phone service payments for the duration of the public health emergency. It likewise asks for emergency assistance funds for people unable to pay bills. Quoting them again, without income or an aid package to match lost income, we will be bearing an overwhelming financial burden of utility and back rent bills, the petition reads. The petition is titled Para Todos Hit, or For All of Us. It can be found under Rent and Mortgage Freeze for Guam at the site change.org. Speaking of money, banking is an essential service that will continue to be available throughout the coronavirus crisis. And Guam Bankers Association President Ed Untalan says from an operational standpoint, Guam's financial institutions stand ready.
All the banks have put up notifications to the individual customers, have put up branch signage everywhere, informing customers that, they're sick, take the proper precautions, call into the branches, don't walk in. By the order of the governor, the executive order, a lot of the banks are also minimizing the number of customers that can come into the branch at a certain time. Lately, I think a couple of the banks have also decided to try to set up the manamku hours, or set aside certain hours simply for the elderly to come on in.
He says some banks have reduced their hours and staffing for the safety of employees and customers alike. The Guam Bankers Association will also release regular updates on operating hours as they change. He says banks are also offering loan and credit card payment deferrals to help consumers during this very difficult time.
Everything is in place. All the banks are ready. If a consumer if you haven't received a notice yet for deferral and you're looking for deferral, I just recommend, and we highly recommend, just give your banker a call. They're ready and willing to assist in this situation.
Untalan also says the banks are also working with the Small Business Administration on low-interest, long-term business loans in conjunction with the economic stimulus package expected to be signed soon by President Trump. Well, the law firm of Calvo, Fisher & Jacob has created a helpful website listing resources about the pandemic. The site specifically aids the public with concerns about the business and legal aspects of the global crisis. Quoting the site now, Calvo, Fisher & Jacob has formed a COVID-19 task force to provide general information to Guam residents and local businesses on the implications of COVID-19 and the measures constantly being put in place to address the pandemic. Their aim is to provide up-to-date information across a broad range of topics, including federal and local policy pertaining to employment and paid leave, healthcare, and security issues. You can see the link on our website and our mobile app. And also tonight, the Jotnya special election has been postponed. The vote to fill a vacancy in the Jotnya mayor's office created by the resignation of former Mayor Jesse Blas was scheduled for this Saturday, But the governor, at the recommendation of the GEC, signed a proclamation postponing the special election until April 18th because of the ongoing public health emergency declared over COVID-19. 7 candidates are running for the open mayor's seat. Former Mayor Blas, as you know, resigned after being jailed for several months on bribery and extortion charges. Please stay tuned. Dave Delgado is next with Island Sports.
As our island continues to band together to protect our families and communities from the effects of COVID-19, we at GCA want to assure you that we are here for you. Should you need to contact us for any reason, you can chat with us online at www.gta.net, connect with us on Facebook, or call us at 644-4482. Families are at the heart of what we do, and we are committed to keep you and yours safe, healthy, and connected. GCA, we start with you.
Green Energy Solutions, Inc. would like to congratulate GU Self-Storage along with Calvo Enterprises in doing their part by going green with a monthly power reduction by over 80%. Power consumption before installation was 39,700 kilowatt hours. After installation ended in 6,221 kilowatt hours, which resulted in savings over $10,000 a month. GESI also offers LED lights, solar thermal VRF air conditioning, and solar photovoltaics. Visit our website and let us help you save.
It's a celebration at Cars Plus Guam. During our Jeep celebration event, receive up to $2,000 off on the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the most capable off-road mid-size pickup truck. Customize your Gladiator the way you want it. Call 477-7807 or visit our website and get pre-approved online at carsplusguam.com today.
Ruby Tuesday Guam is still preparing the dishes you love for either curbside carryout or delivery. Call them at 647-7828 or 647-7829 for curbside carryout service with a smile. For delivery, download the free Grab and Grub app and follow the instructions to get Ruby Tuesdays delivered to your door. Stay safe and healthy, Guam.
Start your day the KUAM way with our new streaming shows on Facebook Live each weekday. Here's your starting lineup. Mondays will give you a glimpse into our morning meetings with the KUAM news team. Tuesdays, join our group chat with Chris Barnett. Wednesdays, it's crime time with the island's law enforcers. Thursdays, get the latest info with Dave Delgado, who's in the zone. And Fridays, we get Fit AF. Fitness and fun. And the best part, all our shows are completely interactive, so you're directly part of the conversation. Join us Monday through Friday starting at 9 a.m. Start your day the KUAM way.
Starting lineup is presented by Calvo Enterprises, Inc.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Tonight on the show, we're going to talk to FD bowling coach J. Leon Guerrero about the upcoming season. This was going to be the first time high school bowling was a sport in IIAG, but now it looks like that might not even happen.
What was supposed to be the start of the inaugural high school bowling season for 2019-2020, scheduled for March 28th, is now put on hold. The IIAG has put a stop to all interscholastic sports in regards to the coronavirus. Bowlers from Ukadu, Teason, FD, ND, and St. Paul were ready to hit the lanes. The league also drew attention from students at Harvest, Sanchez, JFK, and GW.
We planned bowling to have its inaugural season in the fourth quarter, and due to the unfortunate events, our season has been postponed. We'll know a little bit more on March 27, but it's leaning towards that this is going to probably be canceled. Our first meet was scheduled on March 28th, and we actually had some kids practicing already. And although it's kind of disappointing, patience is a virtue, and I'm sure we're going to be able to see this in the future.
In total, an estimated 60 bowlers, 5 coaches, and 6 to 7 teams will now have to wait to see if their season will happen or not. The small talent pool of players include junior national players Naya and Noah Timinglow, Frank Mandabusin Jr., Alexandria Loyola, and national champion Jeremiah Camacho, who is looking for his 3rd consecutive title.
Bowling is a sport that doesn't discriminate. You don't have to be fast, you don't have to be strong, you don't have to be a certain size. It was a perfect sport for someone who wanted to do something and participate for their school, and that's something we were going for. We were also going for seeing an all-island champion getting a scholarship, going to college, and that's something that other sports were doing and something that the Guam Bowling Congress was looking forward to, having one of their athletes go out and play in a college in the United States.
The Guam Bowling Congress was going to use this season to send videos and open up communication with coaches off-island for potential collegiate bowlers.
We were prepared for that, and this league was going to jumpstart it, hopefully with Naya Taimanglo from ND. She's a prospect to be one of those students, and she's a freshman right now, and she is a real strong chance, to be our first. For the boys, it might be a little bit too late, and even with Jeremiah, as great as he is, hopefully next year we can catch something, but it's going to be hard for our side to do, but I think we can do it.
The Central Lanes Bowling Center shut down operations on Monday, March 16th, and will be closed until March 30th, pending further information.
With myself and Joy Miranda, who was also the administrator for this league, we didn't hesitate to say, let's just stop practice right away when someone on Guam had the coronavirus, and we were looking at safety first. Sports can always wait. We will always endure. Later on, we just got to get through this. Next year, we'll come back stronger. And for all the kids, even in paddling, soccer, girls soccer, boys volleyball, you guys just have your patience and you'll have your time.
My family is on whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume.
Since we installed the Docomo whole home Wi-Fi, what did you guys notice about it?
When you pull up the driveway, it automatically connects, and I don't have to get out of my car right away and come upstairs to go on my phone.
My favorite thing is that it doesn't buffer when I'm watching YouTube.
My favorite thing is that when Addie calls now, there's no lag. Like before, it used to be where I couldn't see her sometimes and I have to hang up and then call her back, and now I don't have to do that.
You know what's a good thing too is that when you come over to visit, I could give you your own password. I can assign a time limit so that I can say that you can only be on it for 1 hour, so that means you won't get in trouble from your mom.
And then you can go home.
The thing that I love the most is that I can freeze the internet for periods of time so that we can enjoy dinner time like this. Right, rolling your eyes. So I'll turn it back on after dinner.
Whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Attention Guam business owners. Green Energy Solutions would like to help you save on your power bill. We supply various LED lighting, energy efficient air conditioners, solar thermal VRF systems, and solar panels. You can count on our product warranty and quick turnaround and immediate response service. GESI has saved other local businesses over 80% off their power. Call us to see how much we can save your business. Call us today at 647-8111 or visit gesiguam.com for more information.
As our island continues to band together to protect our families and communities from the effects of COVID-19, we at GCA want to assure you that we are here for you. Should you need to contact us for any reason, you can chat with us online at www.gta.net, connect with us on Facebook, or call us at 644-4482. Families are at the heart of what we do, and we are committed to keep you and yours safe, healthy, and connected. GCA, we start with you.
With confirmed cases of COVID-19 on Guam, we here at KUAM Communications are working to ensure that you and your family are informed. We are updating all of our social media and broadcast platforms with the latest information from the Joint Information Center, and we ask that you share it. We also have a dedicated section on KUAM.com and our mobile app where you can find everything you need to know about what's happening with the coronavirus. KUAM will also be launching a new program containing COVID-19 on I-94 FM from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on weekdays. We will be live on air and on Facebook Live for the next several weeks to take your phone calls, comments, and relay the very latest information. We will also continue our nightly newscast with prime time at 6 on KUAM, TV8, and streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Now more than ever, we need to remain calm and continue to follow the guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to practice good hygiene, wash your hands for 20 seconds, use alcohol-based hand sanitizers, and stay home if you are sick. We are all in this together to contain COVID-19. From all of us at KUAM Communications, be safe.
Now, here, everybody, tonight's birthday shout-outs from Cold Stone Creamery. You know, everybody, an activity that you can do while you're all quarantined and practicing social distance is to say happy birthday to tonight's birthday celebrants, led off by Saul A. Sablan. Wishing you a very happy, blessed birthday with many more to come. The whole family wishes you the best, love, peace, and blessings. Also, happy birthday to Wyatt Strutton. Happy birthday, buddy. We love you. Says your sender. Jevin Daniel Torres, happy Sweet 16 from the entire family. And Stephen Pangilinan, happy 5-0 to Stephen from your family. And they send not one, not two, but 3 exclamation points. We also have belated birthday wishes going out first to Shania Matanonia, who was born on the 19th, and Nico Matanonia, born on the 25th. Happy birthday to our 2 youngest in the family, Nico and Naya. We're so proud of you both, and we love you and more every day. Love Mom, Darian, Ray Ray, and Krina. Also, happy birthday to Lyric Devine, who was born on the 14th. Happy birthday, Lyric, our beauty princess. God bless you for many more years of celebrations. We love you, precious, from your family. And born on the 13th of March, Crystal Arceo. Happy Forever 21 birthday to our Crystal Arceo, our beauty princess. God bless you for many more years of celebration from the family. And they say, we love you, precious. So happy birthday to each and every one of you. Hope you guys all have fantastic days. And stay inside, stay clean, and stay safe. All right, everybody, make sure everyone has a happy birthday by registering with the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Just go to KUAM.com, click on birthdays, and that is easy. Make sure also to join us on our website, our app, and all of our social media platforms for the very latest with what's going on.